Woohoo! Hey everybody, welcome back to Hex Token Channel, your host Superman, and here we are together again. Yeah, boy! Hey, anyway, we're live stream number 1 here. We're going to have a look at the prices. Obviously, it's a buyer's market at the moment, that's for sure. And of course, dollar cost averaging is being used by a lot of people at the moment, of course. But where is the bottom? So we're going to talk about that too. Let me know your thoughts in the chat, of course. Get in there. Go for gold. I'm just going to make sure that the audio is up and running. Let's go, folks. And don't forget to smash that like on the way in. Smash the like on the way out if you haven't. And, of course, hit the subscribe button as well. Big, awesome news, of course. We hit 4,600 subs on the channel. So big thanks for the support, everybody. Next target, of course, 4,700 subs. That's just the way we go on YouTube. And onwards and upwards. The bigger the audience, of course, the more people hear about Pulsechain, Pulsechain and Hex, and of course all the cool projects going on top of Pulsechain. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get into that now. It's kind of a little bit quiet on the streets there, but of course people are retail is slowly nibbling in with their dollar cost average strategy into Hex. So we'll talk about that too. Let me know in the chat if you've been buying some Hex on the current pullback at the moment. So we're going to get into the chart and all that good stuff. But let me just update a few things here. This will be set up. And bam, yeah. So, yeah, if you haven't hit the subscribe on the way to 4,700. Woohoo! That's some pretty good news. Let's get into the chat there. We've got a few things going on. We got a big welcome from Hex Token Channel. Empty Coin is in house early. Easy's in there as well. Woohoo! Christos says, hello, Superman. I think the first Hedron HSI stake auction is triggered at 12 a.m. UTC. Really? Okay, so that's cool. We're going to pull it up. I think I've got that loading up at the moment. I'm not sure if it's loaded up there. Yeah, so it's one of these, I guess. Nothing active at the moment. We're going to pull it up, though, and have a look at what's coming pretty closely. Just trying to remember. Starting bid. There's lots of bids on it, mate. Look at all these bids on that. This is the bid column. What was the big one that we were looking at? 54. Was it this one here? 27 days. I guess it's going to be one of these actions. And is it this one here? 58 days. 2270. I'm not sure. Haven't been crossed that very much, so not sure which one it will be. But in any case, we'll have the active liquid actions there, whichever one pops in here. Let me know if you know which one it is. I know that the big one that we've been watching is on Hedron. I lost it now. I got the Scott moving around. There's this one here. The 54 T-shares, 54.8, almost 55. Was it Mittal Hedron, 31 million, and of course the starting bid, 314 million, is the starting bid here. 27 days, actions in 27 days. Not quite sure what all that means. It's not a lot of information there, but we'll look out for the active liquidations. That'll be exciting. Yes, exciting. That is really part of the product, the Hedron product we've been waiting for and haven't seen yet. So yeah, that'd be cool. So yeah, it might be these ones here. Yeah, those top two there. 1 day actions in 1 day. All right, cool. Already got Christos in the house there. We'll all be hanging out here when that happens, says Christos. Yes, awesome. Yeah, well, you will be here. That's going to be live. We'll be covering that point. That's awesome, Christos. Thanks for the heads up. Boop, boop, boop. And Dean D's in the house there. Woohoo! Let's go, Token. Hey, good to see you, Beam D. Refines in house, chairs, and tensions there too. Woohoo! Let's nuke that like button, folks. Absolutely. Nice subs, 4.6 thousand. Thanks, probably if you appreciate that. Big shout out to you. And Donatello. Woohoo! Let's go, Superman. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, smash that like button. Boop, boop, boop. Baldwell's in the house as well with the emojis. Hey, Clark, how's it going? Clark Kent, that's in the house. Rango's in the house there. Morning all. Good to see you, Rango. Next limit order hit. Small dollar cost average a day. But if we hit 1 cent, then I'm going in big. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of support at 1 cent. The only way it would go below 1 cent, in my opinion, is if we had some big guys decide to push it even further. I know we had someone in here the other day saying that someone on another channel had talked about 7/10 of a penny. Sure, I guess the lower that you go, those lower prices start coming into view, as it says. So but at the moment, once we hit under 10, we had volatility between 1 and 10 cents. So that's no surprise there. We're going to talk a bit more about that too. Sandy Beach in the house there. Woo-hoo-hoo. First two, says Alex K. Yeah, the first two. Must be these two up the top here. Thanks, Alex K. Appreciate that. We'll go into the 24-hour auction after day rolls over. Nice one. Appreciate that, Alex K. Woohoo! It's always great to have Alex K in the house. Also, a moderator on Discord as well. Bob Wells in house, 340 million as in dollars. As in Hedron. Hedron, I think it is. Talked about the big one there back down the bottom here. That's 27 days to go from the looks of it, so that sort of makes sense. 314 million. Hedron is the starting bid there. It's got 2.7 million on these top bids here and 415 million on this one here. So presumably these are the two that are going in, as Alex Case points out. You got Jen Hex in the house there. Woo-hoo-hoo! Hey, Refines him with the super sticker. Yeah, thanks so much, Refines. I very appreciate that. Superman Power Down. Appreciate that very, very much there. So yeah, this is the top one. This is the top two here. Looks like that we're going to go in and we should see them sneak onto this page here. Looks like Hedron users know how to manage their portfolio. It's cool. If there are advances in default, you can start a liquidation auction yourself at any time. So that's pretty cool. We might actually read up a little bit about that. How much time we got? A little bit of time. We've got, I guess we've got documentation over here, but we won't go to that far. We'll go down to the bottom here. There must be something on liquidations here that we're up to it. Tradable liquidation. Hedron advances go into default 90 or more days without repayment, can be sent to auction by any other user of Hedron protocol. When another user wins the auction by being the highest bidder, they will be able to claim the Hex stake. So there we are, folks. Used as collateral for themselves. The original borrower can bring themselves current with their payments at any point before their advance is brought into the auction. To prevent this, Hedron is designed to prevent liquidations by allowing users to pay off in advance or by allowing full payoff of the advance. So gives you a bit of a summary there. We're going to go back to the liquidations and wait for that to reload. We'll watch that as well. Cool, nice one. So a bit of excitement there with Hedron. Sandy Beach in house with the emojis. Woo-hoo-hoo! Hey, Sandy Beach, appreciate that. Nice one. And Crypto Goggonals in there too. Hi, peeps. Woo! Okay, that's so long, man. That's going to cause my voice a little issues. That's so funny, man. PSI's in house here. The other day you mentioned the RH doll. Do you know how a good place to buy Hex gears such as a baseball cap? Thanks. Yeah, I think we've got some sites in here. I think I put it in here under useful links. I'm pretty sure Hex merch. We've got Hex merch here. There's a couple other stores I need to put in there. And also, it's not just Hex merch, it's also KSB TV. They have some merch as well. I'm sure there's a few other sites of merch, but I am going to try and find all those and put them in the Hex stores here. But hexmerch.com has definitely got some. I think they've got caps. Haven't really looked at their caps, but they've got hoodies there, t-shirts, swimwear. There's a cap. There's a Hex cap there. Is that what you wanted? A Hex cap? Yeah, Hex cap there. So we've got a Hex cap there, and so far. So at least this one is in there. So if you're into Discord, you can hit that up. But I'll post that in the chat in any case, as well. Bam. All right, Bob Wells in the house there. Woohoo! And Bob Wells. Okay, that sounds better with Hedron, not dollars. Haha, says Bob. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, man. Says PSI. You're welcome. Donatello, Maxi at 10 cents. Really? Yeah, we'll get into all that. So there, I'm just going to jump out of some of those. Let's get into some of the chart stuff here. We're 9 minutes in. It's probably a good time. So this is Dex Tools, US dollars. And of course, this is a chart we've been following with the descending triangle. And of course, we have our next support lines were here. We had a couple resistances, a couple supports here at about 6.8, 6.9 cents. Then our next one down was 3.3 cents. So if we had a 90% pullback, that was going to be down to about 5 cents. And if we had a 95% pullback, that'd be down to about 2.6 cents. That's kind of where we're at the stage. And so if we look at where we are at the moment on this particular chart on Dex Tools, we got down yesterday. We were actually lower yesterday on this particular chart. Now, I know some of the other charts that have got a little bit of variability, but this would say that we got to 89, just past 89% pullback there on yesterday's chart. And of course, the price yesterday on this chart went down to 5.5 cents. That seems about right to me. Just depends what chart you're looking at. But this today, we're so far the low is 5.897, so almost 5.9 cents there. So we did break through our support yesterday. We are sitting on it at the moment, though, approximately at 6.7, 6.8 cents. So we're just approximately sitting on the support level. We have punched through it a couple of times. Like I say, 5 cents would be not 5 cents would be around about 90%. Yeah, 5.1 cents is around about 90% pullback. And as I say, the next support line would be a 93% pullback. 2.5 cents would be about 2.6 cents would be a 95% pullback. So that's where we're at this stage. On the price chart there, we've got a couple of the major things that happen there. We failed to reach 20 cents. We've got two major BTC corrections there. We've had Pulsechain deferred. That was probably the hammer and the nail there, at least for the short term, right? Obviously, markets go up and down. This is part of it. And of course, once we had a big run out to 52 cents, that was a massive run up. And with all the delays and all the other dramas we can see in the chart, it has sent us down to a pretty foolish correction level as well. So how many days we got? We only got a couple of days, 3 days left till the end of May. And then, of course, to get out of this descending triangle, about 47 days or so to get that out at the moment. So that vertical line there is the May line there. All our sacrifices are sitting in back in time now, starting to become distant memories. These sacrifices at this stage. Once again, we will wait and see. Meanwhile, we've got Richard at the moment out and about doing heists of stake forming and things like that. And creating more brand awareness, more Richard Hart awareness, things like that. So that's kind of cool. And hopefully we'll hear more about the Pulsechain itself as well. So obviously everyone's waiting for that, and we just don't know when it's going to come out now. It's just people have got theories, and some of them they're very captivating theories, and we just don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. So we've got the whale bot at the moment. The last 24 hours too. Has been ticking away, so we're gonna have a quick look at that, see what some of the bigger hands have been doing in the chart there. So we had 22 hours ago, 1 million hex in staked, and of course you can see the massive penalties there too. So some interesting behavior, folks. Like I say, if you staked your hex, you're still getting paid, and I think Tim Top said it in a live stream yesterday. He said, the price is going to do crazy stuff, but if you the whole time, if the price comes back, it's the hex is really about T-shares. If you're getting lots of T-shares, the price comes down, you can get more T-shares. You still got to play out the game, and of course that means stake it and get the hex per T-share payouts. But of course, if the price comes down really cheaply, then you can do that. Now, if we were back at all-time high, of course, the price of a T-share would be somewhere about 11,500 or so, or in that ballpark. So at the moment, you can get it, super cheap at the moment, comparably. So we'll have a look at that a bit later, but we've got people early in staking here for penalties there. We've got 2.9 million, 2.7 sold there. What was that? Was it the one? No, yeah. We had this one sold, 2.7 million sold there 20 hours ago. Just they possibly related there. Haven't checked. 175 million hex staked for 8 days. So that was that one staking. We had 77 million hex staked for 30 days. So there's our short-term stakers here. 32 million hex just in stake there at maturity, so that was pretty good. They got a nice little bag there. What's this one? Hex whale bot, 8.5 million USDC. A whale can buy half the hex amount, so that was pretty interesting. And what else there? 2.5 million hex bought 9 hours ago, so that was pretty positive. 2.3 million just bought 9 hours ago, so that was nice. So 2 big buys. That was pretty cool. Nice to see some buying in there. 5.7 million bought for 426,000 9 hours ago, so lots of big buying there. And 200,000 hex in stake. 3 million just sold 3 hours ago. 5 million sold just 3 hours ago. So this was one that really sent us down there from the looks of it 3 hours ago. And of course, if we go to our hex chart, we should be able to see that on the hourly as well. So we're going to zoom in on that. So yeah, we got in the last 3 hours, it's probably evolved in this selling here on the hex chart there. And of course, if we zoom in, that's the daily. So that's the daily chart on the last 3 hours. So there, so that's volume in here. So that makes sense. Boom. I can take that back to the hourly chart there. So that's our 10-cent target. That's still the target, folks. So we still want to get back there, but how far? Where is the bottom? That is the key. And of course, we've looked at a couple of options that we have at this stage in terms of the bottoms, and we'll just have to wait for the market to decide there. But definitely, we've got some support at 3.3 cents. We've also got a 90% pullback would be 5 cents, and a 95% at 2.6 cents. So it's kind of our three different levels there, but ultimately the market's going to decide where we get to end up ultimately. And in the future, we'll talk about, do you remember when we came back? We had 52 cents and we came back to 92.5% or 90% or 95%. And we'll be talking about that in the future. But as we know, we've had something like 13 parabolas in here in terms of price increases. So we've been up and down over the life of Hex's life. And of course, we're on day 906. So we're only about 6 or 7 days away from 2.5 years of the Hex journey. So we're still growing up, still a long way to go as well. But one of the positives out of this environment is that people dollar cost average in, and that means a lot more of the retail book is doing that. And that means a lot more Hex is from the bigger accounts is getting distributed to the smaller accounts every time we have something like this, because we've seen it's pretty much the retail book has been the one that's been dollar cost averaging into this. So that's a positive thing overall for the health of Hex over time, is as those that, but we need lots of those happening, lots of cycles of that happening, and of course every day that is going on 24/7. So interesting stuff there. P31 says, yeah, looks good. Says P31 PSI, nice. Nice to see you again, Suitman. Says Stufan, hey, good to see you. Do you think Hex will go down to 1 cent? 1 cent's always in the game. Once we went under 10 cents, 1 cent was always in the game there, I think. And I think I've mentioned that before. So will we go there? No one knows. No one knows where the market is. Oh, what I was going to say, I was going to say that I think 5 cents is a pretty good defense line. So it'll be a 90% pullback, and we do have liquidity support on Uniswap at 5 cents too. But whether it holds or not is another thing. But we do have support there at 9.5. So we're going to have a look at 3% pull. Go to liquidity there, and you can see that at 5.4 cents there, we have quite a lot of liquidity on the side. So we'll see how that goes. It's about 34,000 each candle. So yeah. Just looking at Hex price. Yeah. So we do have a bit of a gap there on that 3% pull. On the 1% pull there, these are the two biggest liquidity pulls. We've got, it's going to pop up there with not much liquidity on that side at the moment, and there. Obviously, we've got limit orders and other things sitting around. So that's pretty much that. Let me know your thoughts on any of that in terms of the price and stuff like that in the chat there. And I'll leave it on the hourly chart there on Dick's screener this time. Crypto says, let's go, Suitman. Hang on. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Shake it to make it. Yes, it's Crypto Freedom. Yeah, it's definitely going to be like that. But it does give retailers a big chance to get back in at the moment. Rango says 5.8 million in penalties. Yeah, we're going to look at that too. So we're coming up 10 minutes left in the day of day 906. We're about to enter day 907 on the Hex journey. And of course, the payout per T-share 6.4 at the moment, 5.9 million in penalties. So even though the market does dramatic stuff with the price, we have got, we're still getting paid out a Hex T-share every day. Those who are not staked, of course, will be, they get upset particularly, and they've got no volume offset for any price decreases. So when we go through those price cycles, they are getting, they get pretty panicky as well. Ryan's in house there. What's up? Market sucks. Yeah, bear market sucks. That's true, Ryan. So even though the market's, it's a good dollar cost average stuff, it's the market's down. We'd rather have a higher market. But once again, if you're picking up volumes, then this could be very, very cool for you. Maybe you bought near the top 40 cents, something like that, and now you can you can pull your average down really dramatically just by buying a fraction of what you bought before. And so now you can bring the average right down, and you chance of becoming a pretty large holder in Hex. Getting also those T-shares. Like I say, T-shares are the main game. T-share price at the moment $1,448. But of course, if you want to do some long-term stakes, then you can divide that by 3, And of course, if you do a 10-year stake, you can get a T-share now for $482. Did I just say that out loud? $482. So it's a pretty good price for a 10-year T-share as well. So pretty cool. Obviously, if you stake that way, you get 200% more shares when you stake your Hex. Your Hex get burnt, remember, and you get issued shares. Those are what we call the T-shares, or trillions of shares. Dave Down Under says, one day closer to our RH announcement, or at least an update. That's true, Dave. That's also That's also true. Hex GT says, right at the 68 1.8 fallback from November 2020 low, says Hex GT. Nice. That's a good sign. Typically, you bounce back from that too. Art says, just bought 5,000 HRX. I guess you meant Hex there, Art. Nice. Yeah, Hex. Well done. Woo-hoo-hoo. So there we are. We've got a lot of people buying, picking up more Hex. Now, as I said to you, I've got money coming in early June. If the price is, man, if that comes in at the perfect time when the price is at the bottom, I don't know how long this is going to last. So let's assume that it's still around in early June. Then, man, that would be pretty epic. Be able to pick up a ton of Hex. Yeah, boy. Monica's in house there. Good afternoon, Monica. Great to see you. We've got the Brownie as well. Morning Hexkins looking at buying some more Maxi today, or Hex. Haven't made up my mind. Yeah, let's look at the prices. We've still got 8 minutes to go before we get the Hedron auction starting. So we've got all the auctions at the top here. So we're going to wait for them to go into active. I guess I don't know how long that's going to take, but it should possibly be pretty quick. We've got DJ Paulie in house. Woohoo! Nice. So let's jump over to where we're going. We're going to go look at the charts. That's what we're going to do. We've got to go look at the charts. Where am I here? I've lost my charts. Where's my charts gone? Oh, here it is here. So we're going to go over to Hedron, have a look at that. So here, Hedron on the daily. Just got to make sure I don't put my comments in the front of the chart. Looks okay. So we got Hedron here at 741. So still quite a good price to get in here. So far for the day, the low is 656. So if we actually turn that into hourly candles here, we can see that's pretty much not too bad, actually, not too bad. It's a little bit slight decline, but we're still holding the base there at 674, and we're currently at 740. So we're up from there. So cool. That's Hedron, and we're about to have the liquidity stake come out apparently, so that's going to be good. What else we got here? We've got Maxi at the moment, so people thinking about Maxi at 10.7 cents. Let's have a look at the premium. So look at the premium of Maxi versus Hex. So we're going to look at this. I'm going to have a drink first. Oh, we're sitting at 62% premium. What are you worrying about? This chart is performing like a boss. This chart is performing like a boss. That's pretty amazing. That's really impressive. Anyway, we'll look forward to more products from Gold Key and the team. That's pretty impressive stuff there so far. We're going to switch that back to the Hex price there. Obviously, it has followed Hex down a bit in absolute terms here. So we're down to 10.6 there. Actually, I might pull that back up and have a look there. So yeah, obviously it's lower than where we started the price on the daily there on Maxi, but obviously following Hex down there. But the premium has stayed consistently above Hex. That's impressive. Finally, our ETH chain ones here with the Hex ecosystem. We've got Pulse Dodge, which has been holding up like a boss too. $1.90. I know there's been a big buy or two in there, but that's exactly what it's designed for. If you've got scarcity in there and you got a couple of big players accumulating, they could actually keep the price up and keep stuff off the market. And then presumably over time, people will look at that chart and go, wow, that's really cool. Start buying more and more, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, as it were, and away it goes. So far, pretty good at $1.90. Seems to be holding this line support here too, around about $1.80 or above, $1.75, $1.80 or above. So far, obviously, got a little bit of a downward trend, but is holding support. So this chart would only start looking not so good if it started breaking down past this, say $1.80 mark, start going down there. Then we have this higher lows, lower highs and lower lows coming in. So cool. That is what's happening there. So look at BNB charts quickly. Still got a few minutes to go before the Hedron auction comes in. So we're going to have a look at that. This is the BNB now. Obviously, BNB at the moment is down. We're about to $2, $325, something like that yesterday. We're down at, or maybe it's even higher, 335. We're at 306 now in BNB. So that's where we are at this moment. We've got BTC at 29,300, ETH at 1,800. Now BTC had a little bit of a flash, not a flash crash quite, but a flash dip or something. Let's call it a flash dip. It was pretty hardcore on that. So that did add a little bit of extra shock to the market. We're going to jump into where are we going? We're going back to the BNB charts here. We've got 6/7. So obviously we're just weakening off here. Let's see if it tests its bottom there at 0.6 of a penny here on Pulse Dodge on BNB. But not so good obviously with the BNB down as well. P33 at 26.5. And like I say, I think that you got a pretty strong heart here for this one. For the old P33, you can probably make a lot of money. You can probably lose a lot of money at the same time. So it just depends. Obviously, you only lose money when you sell, right? Ultimately, or unless it goes close to zero. Either way, that's pretty much it. I am in the house there at the moment, so I am has pulled back down to 106 there, or 1060. You know how many zeros you want to count there. 106. So that's where that's at the stage. All of the prices currently back all the way back at 24th of March here now. As well. So that was just when it started actually taking off. So it's back at the takeoff there at this stage. So it has been down pretty low though. Went to 785 and it's now at 120 there. Once again, that's even after 9% burn. So take care out there on the BNB chains. But the ETH chains are just following Hex pretty much, setting the tone there. Hey, we're a little pump and Hedron there. Woo! Little pump and Hedron. Let's jump quickly. We've got a couple of minutes, 2 minutes left for Hedron. I guess this is going to pop up here on the auctions. We're expecting these two here to pop up apparently. So these are the ones we're looking at, 1 day actions. How big are they? Oh, pretty small though. Smithy, very small B shares. But nevertheless, what's that? That's 7/10 of a T share. What's it got? 691,000 mintable Hedron there. And starting bid 2.7 million Hedron. So we'll see. Hopefully that will pop up there. It'll be the first one ever. Yay! Alex will be watching this with his binoculars. He'll be like this. That's funny. All right, so we'll see how we get on there. I don't know which one to leave it on, but we'll jump back there. Let's have a quick look at US dollar. Sorry, where we're looking. We're going to go look at the Hex. We're going to come back to the Hex timeline here. But we've got Pulsechain testnet v3 in private, working in private. This is the public testnet here for Pulsechain, and we're going to talk about that later too. This is the Bitcoin at the moment. So Bitcoin, we have this death cross here with 50-day crosses over the 200-day, and of course that was the death cross there. We're already signaled by the 100-day, which is in orange. So we've got purple is the 50-day moving average, the green is the 200-day. And the orange is the 100-day there. And we had death cross here. We had a golden cross for Bitcoin back in September. This was death cross was back in June last year. We had obviously a death cross here in the 15th of January. So and the market did follow it down. So pretty dramatic there. And it's miles away from the 200-day at the moment. So long way to go to get that golden cross for Bitcoin. 50-day moving average way down at 35,800 at this stage. So certainly also it's at the support level, pretty much fighting around here, as it did below, of course, the other day when we had the big major correction there, or crash, depending on which way we want to word it. It's got some support here around obviously the 29,000-30,000. That's kind of where it's been mulling around. We've been in here. Look out this, lots of time we've been in here. There's still got a bit of weakness showing in there at this stage, so still looks like it's ready to go down again, if you ask me. So we'll see how it gets on. We have had this sort of sharding here, and then of course we had in this too. Is going to do another leg down, so we're watching that pretty closely on the BTC there. So I guess the next area is around the 24,000 mark. Looks like the case there for BTC if it does break down. We did get back to 25,300. So it could reasonably get down to that 24 to 22 mark for BTC. Like you say, I'm pretty happy around this area. As long as it holds around here for Pulsechain launch, I'm kind of happy around that. Then we can price our assets up towards these without getting too much and taking most of the attention while we do it. That's kind of the logic there. Cool whip. Hey, we're up to 12, so it looks like Hedron, maybe we're on there. Let us, I don't know, it's going to refresh, auto refresh. Let me refresh the site. I'm going to refresh the site. I don't know how long it takes to set itself up, presumably. Let's get into some of the comments as well. Is there a drop here, dead date to mint your Hedron by if you already claimed and staked a year out? If you've claimed the bonus, launch bonus, then you can mint anytime you want. Just make sure you mint before you close your Hex stake. That's what I'd say to there. Otherwise, you'll lose it all. Woohoo! Duck Sauce says, Katie, nice one. DB in the house there. Greetings from parts unknown. I like that, DB. Monica says, geez, that's a lot of red. Yeah. It is. It's red. Lava red. Tin Dots in the house there. What's up, Mexicans? What's up? Hey, good to see you in the house there. Let's go to the liquidations. Hopefully that will pop up there. Not sure what the process is there, so we're just playing this, we're just winging it. I'm just buying. Lol, Hex will come back, says Ryan. Absolutely. So yeah, we're just talking about the bottom possibly for Hex. We've got a couple of a next support line on the chart is a very weak one, but it's basically about 3.3 cents. We do have obviously the percentage pullbacks from the all-time high being 90% at 5 cents, 95% at 2.6 cents. So we've got a couple of those three little things there living. Obviously, psychologically, there's always the 1 cent sitting underneath, but that's typically how we see these things fall down. We'll see when the bottom is. The market will decide. We still have Pulsechain coming. We just don't know. It's pretty vague at the moment about when that is going to happen. So more patience required. And of course, the retail book gets a chance to pick up tons of Hex at a much cheaper price. So I look forward to that. Gen X is in the house there, Monica. Okay, it's added another 23 hours. Okay, says KD. Maybe they saved it. Maybe they saved the Hedron stake there, if that's what you're referring to. Let's go back here. Boom. All right, so 6.6 cents here on the Hex chart there at the moment. What else have we got going there? I think we're going to jump over to the timeline while we wait for that Hedron updates. Free stuff here. Here's our timeline. So we've had quite the journey. We're going to have, because the journey's not over in terms of until Pulsechain launches. I guess a lot of people will sigh of relief. Now, yesterday when we did ask the questions in the chat, I asked what you're most looking forward to Pulsechain. Number one, numero uno, was passive income. So, I can understand people that are looking forward to that, even though some of them may have patience. It is frustrating having to wait until you can set up your passive income streams from that. But nevertheless, that's just where we are at the moment. And we'll just have to keep waiting patiently until it's ready. We want it to be 100% ready so that we don't have any major issues and that the team is comfortable. If the team is comfortable, then we should be able to launch. Also, the gamification that Richard may have around the launch also needs to be played out also. In the meantime, Richard's doing a lot of branding stuff, ISA stake stuff. That's going to be very good for retail adoption. So that is a positive there. Now, let's get into some of the timeline here. So obviously back in July here, we had Pulsechain Sacrifice launch, went through to the 3rd of August. Then we had the Mercy period run all the way through to the 4th of April. And to the 6th, 4th of April, was it? 6th of April? I think it was the 3rd of April, 4th of April, somewhere in there. It was 6th of April, can't remember now. Anyway, we had it run through there. We also had the testnet start. The first testnet started on 29th of September, ran all the way through to the 14th of December. We had testnet 2 started on 13th of December, ran all the way through to the 25th of September. Then we had testnet 2 V2B start. These are all public testnets, start between the 19th of March and the current day, 26th of May. We've got testnet version 3 run privately by the team from the looks of it. And I've just put a guesstimate for the start date there of the 1st of May. That's just a guesstimate on my part. But that's running through to today at the moment. We can see those on the chain list there running. So the first one, the second one, V2B, and of course the V3 one there sitting there at the moment with chain ID 942. So will Pulsechain, if they're doing some rewrite still or whatever they're doing with the validated stuff, will they with the Go language, will they do another testnet. That's unknown. Obviously, they've got testnet v3. Looks like they're running that privately. Maybe they're doing testing on that. So we'll find out. We'll find out with how far advanced they are. It's a little bit vague. Just have to wait and see. All right, so I'm still waiting for this to update here. I'm not sure. Let me make sure I'm just logged on to that properly. Am I logged on? I'm not sure. Let me just double check. Waiting for that to load up. We'll just leave that there for a little while. Hopefully that will load up. I don't think we've got. Oh, there we are. Woohoo! Here we are. Woohoo! We got it. We got it. Yes. 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 Woohoo! I love it. I've been waiting for this for so long. If you're wondering why I'm so excited, that is so cool. That is so cool. We're live here. We're covering it live. Yay! That's so good. I'm going crazy here, but that's pretty neat. What else have we got there? Ryan says, I think the Chaos verse sacrifice is still alive. Says Ryan, we'll check that out later. We'll check out the sacrifices there, Ryan. Someone started the Hedron auction, says Christos. Nice. What else there? We got above is the community website for the current sacrifices. Yeah, we're going to check that out. Jen Hex says, good night all. Have to be at work at 5:30. Sleepy time. Hey, get Jen Hex, sleep well. We'll see you on the other side. Good night, Craig. Well, that is early. Yeah, 5:30. Yeah, maybe it's early rise there. Early rise. Anyway, here we are, folks. Woohoo! We got it. We got it. We got the liquidation. 714 B shares. So just 7/10 of a T share. We've got the days 89, 3650 days served there, 2%. So 10-year stake from the looks of it. And of course, time remaining 23 hours, 55 minutes to bid on that. Current bid is 3 million Hedron. So that's some pretty crazy stuff there. So let's have a quick look at the maths. Maybe we'll look at some of the value there. Now we've got the day 906 has rolled over. We're gonna have to wait a few minutes, probably another 10 minutes until that updates with day 96. But let's take the numbers there. Let's assume the stake hasn't been there that long. So the Hedron stake's only been going for 89 days. So maybe we could go back to 89 days ago. So what's that? 50 days, 60 days, 70 days, 80 days, 90 days. Let's do this one. We'll just take this number here, 20, what was it, 2,400. And I would actually 10-year stake, so we're going to take the maximum there. So they say 7,000, and of course the price at the time was 11. Well, I guess we won't care about the price at the time. We'll just do the price now if you're going to do it now. So let's do 7,000 times, I don't know what's the price now, 66, so 66 on that. So times .066, and that's $462 to get a 10-year stake there. So, and then of course that was only 714 B shares. So times, I guess 714. Hopefully I'm doing my maths right live on here. So it's 329. So 329 is the cost price. The bid is 3 million Hedron. 3 million Hedron, and we're going to times Hedron by the Hedron price, wherever that is. Where's the Hedron? We've got a lot of zeros there. A lot of zeros. Is it 6 zeros? I think it is 6 zeros. 6 zeros. So 6 zeros, 0.123456, and I think we said 714, was it? 714. So that's $2. $2. $2. $2. $2. $2. And so yeah, $2. $2. And of course, let's pull that pull that up there. Divide that by 0023. And I'm going to double check my price there. 741, so it's slightly higher. 741. That would be what's that? 445 million Hedron. So if you want to confirm my maths there, go and do it. 445 million Hedron. I think that's correct. Yes, so 445 million Hedron would be the same price as the stake based on my quick math there. So yeah, cool. Crystal says it's cost a gas fee to make a bid. Yeah, it does that. So you got to add the gas fee in as well. Good point there, Christos. Pulsechain save us, says Christos. Pulsechain save us, yeah. So you can do that. You click the actions, you can bid and stake info. So you got stake info here. HSI stakes got the address You can view the performance of the stake at stakehex.today. Okay, more information in the future. You can do a bid, of course. Current bid 3 million. Oh, what happened there? You can do a bid. Should you be outbid, the amount of Hedron you had bid will be returned to your wallet. In other words, only the winning bid is going to win. And of course, that Hedron gets burned as well, by the way. This is one of the, I think there's 3 burn mechanisms. This is one of the, this is probably the biggest one if you think about it, I think. If additional bids, I said I think about it, I think I double crossed myself there. But definitely this is the big burn, I would say. If additional bids are placed within the last 5 minutes of the auction, additional time will be added to the auction. So they just keep adding on 5 minutes till someone succumbs. But yeah, current bid 3,600. I think that's just gone up, right? That's just gone up. So that was at 3 million. I'm pretty sure that's gone to 3,690. So we'll see. This got 23 hours and 51 minutes to go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's see. That's cool. Congratulations to Alex once again. It's nice to see the next part of his of the product design being played out. So very cool. We've also got the advances here. This it's got action here. So this is still here. This was the other one. Remember there were 2 of them. It's got action here. What can you do with the action? You can liquidate or you can good account it. Woohoo! So there we are. So if you liquidate it, starting bid at 415,000 Hedron. This will start a 24-hour auction for the Hex stake used as collateral in this default advance. The starting bid will be removed from your wallet if you proceed. Should you be outbid in 24 hours, the amount of Hedron your bid will be returned to your wallet. If additional bids are placed within 5 minutes, it will add additional time. Now, the thing about this one, of course, this one is only 71 B shares. The other one was at least 7/10 of a T share there. So this is a fraction of that. So yeah, 415,000 Hedron bid for this one. So yeah, that's pretty crazy stuff there. This might just end up sitting there, right? I'm not sure what happens with that. We've got good accounting as well. Good accounting. You cannot use good accounting until Hex stake has matured. So you can't good account that until the stake has actually matured. Now you got to wait up for 15.2 years to do that action. The action's going to be sitting there unless someone decides to put that into auction there. So that's pretty crazy stuff. Wow. All right. Cool. So there we are. That is pretty interesting. We'll see how the market prices it up. 3.69 says Hex Huddle. Wish Hex would get its head out of its ass, says DBQ. That's true. 3.69. Whoop, 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 says DJ. DJ Paulie. Nice. Is that what we had on in the thing? Did I miss that part of it? No, maybe I didn't. Anyway, so then we're up. Oh, 5,555. Woo-hoo-hoo! We had another bid in there. 5,555,555 current bid there. And what did I say the stake? I said the stake was worth. I guess if you're going to do it today, if you're going to do a stake today, which is probably the math we should be using. But yeah, if you look at the cost price, it's not that relevant anymore. So 21,886. We're waiting for the current day to come up there. So even 21,886. Yeah. 1,886 divided by 3 and then times 0.066. So I'll do the math right. Let me do that again. 1,88666 divided by 3. Okay, that's cool. And then I times that by 0.066. That's $481. So $481. And of course, we divide that by 12374. That would be 650 million Hedron we might end up seeing there. Currently, at the moment, we've got 555. Oh, someone pushed the other one into auction. Someone pushed the other one in the auction, so it's gone. It's gone into auction there. So there we are. We've got 397 in there. Someone put we got the 333 million there. That was sitting at 5.5 because we had that. We had a pretty good amount in there earlier, didn't we? So that's pretty interesting. Not sure what's happening there. We can bid. Let's bid. Let's bid for 100 million, 1 billion. We're not bidding. I'm not bidding. But we're going to watch the bid. We're going to watch the bid. That's pretty cool. TJ Paulie in there. Nice. Just shouted out you out on Hedron's tweet about the auction. Nice, Christos. You're the boss. Nice. It's going up. Says Hex Huddle. Yeah, it is. Now they're just planned, says DJ Paul. Yeah, those numbers. Yeah. Well, someone went for the baby stake. Yeah, it did. It's got the baby stakes in there. 71 B shares. So cool. So we're about halfway, aren't we? Aren't we at halfway based on the numbers I just did? We're about halfway. Did I say 650 million? And we're at 330. That was right. Divided by 650. So 51%. So you were at 51% of the cost value if you had to do it today to get that. It's based on the maths there. I like the Hedron feature, says KD. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, Alex, smart guy, did a cool product. He's inspired a lot of. He's inspired. I guess he had an influence on Maxi. I'm not sure what their founding story was, but certainly, and it probably gave them some encouragement in any case. Very cool. This is exciting. We're covering it live. You guys know I've been wanting to cover this live, so big thanks to I think it was Christos in the chat there for letting me know. Because yeah, Christos there at the beginning there letting me know. So big shout out to you because you know I've been wanting to cover it. I have been loosely following those offline, but I hadn't thought about it this morning. What else have we got there? Christos says, let's not forget that first stake started at single-digit millions of Hedron. Someone shot it up into the hundreds, says Christos. Yes, it did. It did. We've got it on video now, though. Christos, we've got it on video, recorded here live on Hex Token channel. Woohoo! So yeah, and also that got pushed in there as well. So nice actions, stake info. That's the stake info there for that one. So that's for historical purposes. We've got a 15-year stake and a 10-year stake in there. Woohoo! Nice. And it's a long way to go. This one's going to finish 10 minutes earlier, and that started about five minutes after. Was it 5 minutes? So we're 15 minutes in. So it started 3 minutes after the hour closed. So we just closed day 9/6, and we've got the data there. We're going to come back to that. We got the 26th of May, 6.6 cents is our price, down 15%. Look at these decreases. Wow. We've seen days where we've got the rises up. We've got the decreases there. We've got the payout, spectacular. Hex staking, that's the main reason for the Hex product, accumulate T-shares. So if you get a chance to get T-shares so cheap. Now, 14.53 is the closing T-share price. If you do a 10-year stake on 14.53 divided by 3, that is $484 for a T-share at the moment if you do a 10-year one. And so we've got an increase in T-share rate, 12.9, 21.879 now, 6.63 years the average stake length. So we're off our all-time record, which we had yesterday, and we've had that a couple of times before, at least one day before. Liquidity in the pool, this is the one we've been watching. So the APY, 40.7%, and the liquidity in the pool, 259 million Hex, and we had 237 yesterday. We had 11.2 million in the liquidity pool. We're at 10.1 today. Ethereum 1967, 1782. So those are our key metrics we're watching at the moment. Yeah, that's where we are at this stage. So we'll keep watching the real-time ones up the top here as well. Pretty much we're starting off at 6.11 Hex at the moment in terms of our base amount. So that's pretty awesome. Let's have a look here. T-shares down 3,700. We're at 10.417 million T-shares. If you've got T-shares, you're special. That's what the whole thing's about, is grabbing those T-shares. Circulating supply down 100 million. Staking is up 115 million. That's good to see. And percentage of coins, 9.34% staked. Almost 6 million, 5.9 million penalties today. Look at that. Beautiful penalties, man. Beautiful, delicious penalties. And of course, we have to bite it out. Total holders up 276. Current stake is up 77 to 95,193. Total stake is up 88 to 120,000. And current holders 66 up to 302. That is our numbers at the moment. Very cool. We haven't had any change in the Hedron bids there while we were doing the update, but that is the Hex Daily Stats update. Looking nice. Oh, look, they just updated. Woo-hoo-hoo, 400,000. Did you see that? 400,000 on the baby stake. Baby stake, the 15-year baby stake. 400,000 there is gone up there. Nice. And we've got 5555 on this one too, the current bid. OMG, that is intense. We were sitting at 333 before, now we're at 555. And like I say, I think 650 is kind of the math there on that one. So cool VIP, as we say, cool VIP. So we're going to go to go.hex, go.hex.com. I wonder if we'll get some silly bidding on that first one, just as a so we might see some silly bidding on that one. Maybe some whale will do some silly bid on that one. So let's do what we're doing, 365, 36550, and we're going to do, how much did I say? I'm going to jump over to jump up the top here, 2188, 21880. Divide by 3. So I'm going to do 7300. Let's do 7300. 7300. Well, that's going to get us. That's going to get us 1 T share there. We don't want 1 T share. So 7300 times 0.71. That'll be 5178. 5178. And it's going to get us pretty close to the T share that we've got up for grabs at the moment on Hedron. We've got the 5455 on there though. Look, 5555 there too. That's awesome, man. That's so good on the in the Hedron stakes there. That's pretty awesome. So 714. That's pretty close. So nice on that one. And yeah, wow. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty close to what we had there. So you might do say 5200 on that one, and that would get us pretty close to where we are at this stage. That's how that T share was calculated. So cool. Let's go back to the Hedron there. Looking good there. 5555s. I don't know. Do you reckon it's going to go past this? Are we going to get something? So maybe some big whale might put 5,550,000. Who knows? That's pretty funny. Let me just go back there. 52, yeah. So let's say 5200 just to be on the round side, and we're gonna do times 0.066. So that'd be worth $343. So 5200 times 0.066. So $343. Hex price at the moment is around about that. So was slightly higher, but it's not around that mark. But 600 million! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Man! 600 million. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. All right, we're going to divide by the Hedron price. The Hedron price at the moment is 7414. So 0.123 74. And of course, that would be we've blitzed that now. So I got 463 million. We are way in excess. The value of Hedron is in excess of that beach. Buying the cost of that, obviously you're going to earn, Hex and Hedron on it over the time. So there we are. You sound like an auctioneer, says Parker Beck. Hey, thanks for that. Appreciate that. Sold to Parker Beck. 600 million, man. We're looking awesome. Sandy Beach has got the emojis looking good. Low Hedron near 5 S's. Yeah. And hey there. Good to see you, Sandy Beach. Better late than never, says Fat Sammy. That's true. Hey, welcome everybody. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button. Subscribe and smash the like button. Hit the bell. Future videos. 2 live streams a day. Pulsechain. Ping. Pulsex. Ping. And Hex. So get into it, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Here we are live. We're only in irrational. We're only in early. We're like 22 minutes in. We're 12 minutes into this one. This is the baby stake here. This is 7/10 of a T share, 10-year stake, a 15-year stake, and of course the actions are you can bid. If you bid, you'll have to put in your bid amount and so forth. Only the winning bid wins the HSI stake. The HSI stake. But if you do win, then your Hedron gets burned. It's part of the burning mechanism on the platform. So exciting to see that is ticking away there. So this is obviously going to run for 24 hours, so we won't be live streaming the whole 24 hours. I do think some of the stronger bids are in, unless people are wanting to do some funny bids, so like to intentionally burn Hedron would be the only way I could see this going a lot higher than where we are at the moment. Yeah, it's already kind of over the money value at the moment. Obviously that's subject to prices, right? Market prices. We're just doing prices that we've got today, so that can all change around pretty quickly. If the Hex price rebounds you know, 6x. So what's the, you know, 52 divided by 6.6, say. That's a 7.8x on here at the moment. So if that rebound, then the value of the B shares would be worth a lot more, right? So this is actually still relatively cheap from that point of view. Obviously, unless Hedron also rallied as well, which is typically probably fairly you could argue there's some degree of price correlation there with the underlying Hex. So cool. Crypto Hooligan in the house there, Hex Token channel member. Woo! Here again. Howdy, Hex Pulse family. Absolutely good to see you, Crypto Hooligan. Nice one. Hex Token channel member represent. We've got Fat Sammy as well. And Sandy Beach. Nice. Baby Turtle's in there. Hey, my people. Hey, good to see Baby Turtle. Loves Jesus. Love it. So nice. There we are at the stage. So we've had quite a few increases. We have managed to capture, I think, all the increases. Even though I did go away from the panel, we did manage to come back and catch most of them increase. So that's cool. Glad about that. No update so far. It'll be interesting to see whether we do 555. We had 555 here. That's gone to 600. So interesting numbers. If you think that this is discounted compared to the price that this will be and the share rate getting more expensive, then there's lots of upside. So you got the Hex price upside, the share rate upside, the Hex payout per T share every day upside. And so yeah, it's kind of cool like that. I guess that's the way we look at that. Woohoo! And of course, Hedron at the moment is relatively cheap, right? In terms of depending on where you think prices are going, but other than that, pretty good. We've got Hex there, just up on a little bit of a boom here, 6.8, almost 6.9 cents again. We've got Hedron here climbing as well. Hedron is climbing at the moment, so that's interesting. 754. We'll see whether we get much of a rally here with the first auction ticking over. That's for sure. How are we doing for time? We're up to 57 minutes, so we're doing pretty good time on the live stream. Good to see you, Turtle. Says Fat Sammy. Slice. Pulsechain. Bing. Pulsex. Bing. X. That's my new thing. Since, you know, my life is also not around anymore, and I miss those old animations with the ping and the ping. But I'm sure he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back when he's ready. All right. Cool Vip, as we say. Cool Vip. We're going to show that. Actually, is it 5, slightly higher there? 5 to 30. Is it 5 to 30? No, that's too much. 5 to 25. 25. That's pretty close. 5 to 23. No, 5 to. Oh. That's pretty close. All right, cool. Let's jump out of there. We're going to get back to head there. No updates, so they're still sitting at the same there at the moment. And of course, this one's got 89. This one's actually showing up some of the green stuff because this one here, you can only see the green stuff's really small. Whereas because just 89 days is the little green stuff at the moment. So interesting there. Are we going to get some insane bids on these? I think we might do. I think someone, like, we're already seeing really good bids at the moment, but we could see some really crazy bids on this. It's going to be fascinating, man. What else there's? I'm waiting for a paycheck in 3 days, hoping Hex stays cheap. Lol, says Fat Sammy. Yeah, me too. In early June, I want to pick up a ton of it. So I miss Lit, says Sandy Beach. Yeah, yeah, everyone does. I think he's just such a fun guy, charismatic guy. Really good, and always had some good inspiration in there. Hex coin, its house there, inflationary mechanism at Hedron will be cool to watch. I think so too. Hex coin. It's going to, it's a multi-year phase, right? But it's going to have some interesting periods in it for sure. Smoke one up, says Chronic Hell. Smoke one up. Hey, thanks for the ice, man. I don't smoke, dude. I don't smoke. Woohoo! All right, let's have a look here. We're going to do 6.7 cents here on that. Hedron's having a little mini pump there. Let's actually go to Hedron social media. I'm sure. Oh! Whoa! We just hit a billion Hedron. Woohoo! Billion Hedron. Clap your hands if you're happy, Alex. Clap your hands if you're happy. Man, oh man, that is some crazy stuff there. Oh! The baby one's gone to 133 million. Oh, clap your hands if you're happy, Alex. Clap your hands if you're happy, Alex. Man, oh man, that's that crazy. That's made a whole new song for Hedron. So if you're at home somewhere, maybe just clap your hands, Alex. I mean, that's some insane stuff there. That just happened there. I'm so glad I came back on the page. OMG, that's some crazy stuff right there. 1 billion Hedron. Whoa, that's some pretty cool stuff. That is crazy stuff right there. Damn it, that's good. Man, oh man, how high is it going to get? Could get some crazy stuff here. I just wonder, would a whale decide to do on the first one, do it like, would a whale, I don't know, it'd be interesting, but would a whale do $1 trillion on the day? Would that happen? Who knows? Just to get things started, get things burning. That's hard to say. I'm a bit scared to leave the page, but I'm so glad I came back to it. Some crazy stuff right there, man. Woohoo! Hey, so we knew we had stuff coming up, right? We knew we had. We've got liquid loans coming out soon, stack balances, then the user interface. We knew that Hedron's coming up with the first liquidations. Thank the Christos for that. And then, of course, here we are. We got some. We may not have Pulsechain yet. We may have the Hex price pulling back, which is kind of good depending on which way you're looking at it. If you're buying, of course. But at the moment, we've got this. Still got a lot of things to come that are pretty exciting. JB Paulie says 1 billion. Yeah, 1 billion says Hex Auto. Wow says Sandy Beach. Hedron as well. And Hex coin in there. Woohoo! They're like $400 says Hex Auto. Yeah. Hey, keep doing the calculations a lot easier. Definitely get into calculations there. $400, man, oh man. 1 billion. Let me do the math on that myself. 3 times 0.123. I guess we're at what price we're at the moment. 7.1. So we had a little bit of sell there. We're having little updates there. So 7.1. I got $710 for that price. Am I right with that? $710 for the $1 billion bid. That's pretty crazy. And that means that this one here is what's that one about 100? What's it, about $100? Is this one here? This 133, $100 approximately. Wow. You'd want to have your spreadsheets up if you were actually rationalizing it. Don't forget, you do have the future things. Hex price goes up back to all-time highs. The Hedron, I guess it depends on what happens at Hedron, but you got the Hex price going up. You got the share rates only going to go up and to the right. You got the payouts Hex per T share per day, or in this case, 7/10 of a T share. Cool. So nice. Fat Sammy in there with the emojis looking good, and the little 1 millions now. Yeah. It's changed pretty quickly. Well, these are all for small HSI stakes too, says Sandra. That's right. Hope someone screen grabs these Superman celebrations. Says Fat Sammy. That's funny. Pulsechain says, I don't understand Hedron liquidation. Please explain. These are people that have failed to pay back the loans that they took on their HSI stake. So they made a new HSI stake. In other words, imagine a little container. They put some Hex in that container, and then they wrapped it up, and it becomes a new HSI stake. As potentially they can turn it to NFT and trade it on OpenSea and things like that. And of course, what happens? Because they've got this new HSI stake on the Hedron platform, it's unique to it. They can actually borrow their future Hedron against the days that they could have in there. So if they had a 10-year stake, they could borrow the Hedron up to a certain amount of that on there. I haven't done it myself. They can borrow against the HSI stake, and if they fail to pay back in something like 90 days, then it can go to liquidation. That looks like what we've seen here happen. So hopefully that gives you a basic underview there. Sindri says you can view the stake stats by clicking actions, stake info. Yeah, we didn't actually there wasn't anything in here though. You have to go to stake today to look at it. So we don't need to do that. But that's what it's got at the moment. You can jump onto Hedron if you want to have a go look over at stakehex.today. Cool. I guess we could have a lower look, but we'll pull that up and see what else we got there. Is that the one I'm looking at there? Is that the one I'm looking at? B1. B1 there. So that's kind of the logic there, B1. So yeah, interesting. Hedron stake, B shares interest today. Total X, yeah, so that's running for 10 years. You're going to get that stuff back. Total value US dollars, 362. So that's much easier than me doing the calculator. So it was well worth looking at anyway. So cool VIP, as we say, cool VIP, total Hex, projected. Projected, oh yeah, 915, depending on how you do these prices here. So if you change that around, you're taking around, so it just depends what you do with the prices there. But that's got projected Hex there. That's cool. That won't change. Yeah, that doesn't change. So projected Hex there, 36. Cool VIP, that's cool. Yeah, that was probably worth checking out. I wasn't going to, but it was worth doing it. So you can definitely check out the future values there and play around what you think you would end up bidding in terms of Hedron. So thanks there, Synergy, for that one. Prompting me to do something I wasn't going to do. Hedron says, crank it up, says Hex Total. Crank it up. Yeah, we're cranking it up. All right, we've got 1 billion and 133. Let's get back into the Hex price there, 6.7 at the moment. What do we have on my chart there? Do we have a little wick down here on this chart? I think we did. This chart's very different. We had a little wick down there, wick down to 5.4, then bounce back to 6.7. It's got to be bots trading on that one. It's got to be bots on this one. All right, so yeah, 3. We had this big seller, 8 million Hex sold. I haven't checked what's happening with this address, but that's what we had happen there. That was a couple hours ago. See what they've been doing with this stuff. US dollars, Hex has still got 288,000 Hex, but not a lot. So let's have a look here. They're selling a lot of Hedron though. 288, 3-hour multi-calls. Man, oh man, they've been busy. What else? They had a lot of Hedron in here. 119 billion Hedron here. This one. Sitting on that. That's the only one they've got in there. 263, 3 hours ago. So yeah, all right, cool. All right, so we're at the stage. Got a green shoot on there. We're going to jump away from the liquidity. We'll jump away from the daily stats there. I think we're 6.18 T-share there payout. $480 to get a T-share at the moment. So slowly climbing up there. The markets at the moment holding up okay. BTC had a bit of a move down. ETH really didn't recover from that, but BTC only down 1.77% there. Definitely a bit of carnage there. Once I was saying in here, let's go back to the Hedron there. I think we've got no changes at Hedron. So what do we got here? So yeah, we got our 3 timelines here. So we have waited quite a bit of time here. We're probably going to have to wait a bit longer here as well. I've currently put in the launches at mid-June at this stage just because it's unknown. So a little unknown there. Let's go back to that. Might move this one here. Oh, I didn't do that. Bam. I'm going to put a little question mark there, and we might make that orange too. Bam. All right, so orange question mark there. So that's just in mid-June at the moment. We've got the highest, the stakes and stuff like that. We've got lots of stuff there coming in there. This is the highest of stakes here on the timeline. We've got Pulsechain coming up here as well. We need to add in Matty Allen's show actually, and also the one Pulsechain in here. But we've got the highest of stakes team expectations somewhere in this ballpark. So what's that? 1st September through to 3rd of November. So we've got that coming up there. Just checking in on Hedron, nothing there. And so yeah, we've got that coming in there. Highest of stakes here. That was Richard Hart's original, but of course now we've had updated ones here. We could somewhere maybe between September and November there as well. High stake for early initial there, the Pulsechain. So we've got a few things coming up on the old network there. We've also got DC coming in as well with a few extra things. So we're going to add a few things into this timeline. That's where we are at this stage. What a journey so far. This is our journey encapsulated on the chart as well. So boom. See how we get on. All right. Let us jump away to the Hedron chart there. No changes there. Daniel says, how do you figure out how much B share is worth today? B share. You can do that on X Daily Stats. Yeah. Fat Stammy says, so you can do that on there. Oh, sorry. I thought you said T share. B share, you just divide by 1,000. just divide by about 1,000, or you can, if you want to, like you say, you can just go and check on StakeX here on the T-share, and it will give you a projection. And you can play around with the projections. You can do that too if you want to look at that. So you can do it just by dividing a T-share by 1,000, or you can use the numbers there as well to work out what you're willing to pay. Divide T-share by 1,000. That's correct. Yeah, $1.48 for a B share CSX little. Nice, cheap, and what a great buying opportunity. Times like this are perfect times. The dollar cost average. X high stakes XS, absolutely. Hey, we got an increase there. 140 million. Woohoo! 140 million. Doyle rules. We got 140 million in there. Nice. It's a full on beer stock up before the fork, says Hexodal. Seems to be the case there, Hexodal. Hedron liquidations are live, says Bluegrass Lures. Yeah, we've been looking at that. We've got that covered on video from the beginning. So I don't know if that's going to be pretty cool. Hashtag Million Pulse Tour kickoff meeting June the 19th, says DJ Paulie. Yeah, so we've got that. So I'm going to add those in, Paulie, on the chart. I'll do that after the live stream. We'll be mucking around too much if I add in all those things. So I'll definitely update the Pulsechain timeline. It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's coming up pretty soon there, DJ Paulie. June 19th. That's not too far away at all. What's that? 3 weeks? Just over 3 weeks. 3.5 weeks coming up. 140. We're up to 140 now on baby stake, and 1 billion on the let's call it the mother stake. Let's call it mother stake. I'm going to call it mother stake. I don't care what you say. I'm going to call it mother stake. The baby and the mother. The baby and the mother are there as well. Daniel says, hey, thanks, Exodal. Yeah, Exodal's awesome. San Diego Mission Beach car show meetup. Yeah, awesome, DJ Paulie. Let's actually pull it up. Why don't we pull it up while we're here quickly? I've got KSB. Now you can actually find this on Discord as well. If you haven't joined Discord, we're up to 443 members. If you haven't joined, join because it's awesome. And we're hitting up to 450 members. And of course, great community, great information. That's essentially what you find there. We've got so much information there too. Useful links, video tutorials, YouTubers, Heinz Crypto, Gen Hex, Heinz Crypto, and Hex Token. At the moment, I'm trying to get 2 other channels I'd like to get in on the syndicate, but it's cool. We've also got new token links as well if you're interested in any of the new projects. So we've got lots of those links in here as well. Actually, we're going to talk about here is the Million Pulse Tour. So we quickly talked about this the other day. We did a whole video on this and the other 2, PulseCon and Maddie Allen's online Pulse conference. But this is definitely started. We've got the tour here. So I think we've got the tour on here. Million Pulse Tour. It looks beautiful with the artwork there. And lots of people are going to be at it, that's for sure. Actually, that's not the timeline I'm after. I think you go to home. I think the timeline's on the main page. Down here somewhere. I'll find it. There it is. So 19th of June, Mission Beach Car Show meetup there, and that's DJ Paulie said. It is up there. So cool. And Belmont Park, Mission Beach, San Diego, California, 92109 USA. So it's not 90210, but 92109 USA. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. PDT time. And of course 19th of June. I haven't actually seen PTT time before. That's new. Nice. All right, Hedron. Woo! 155 million for baby stake. 155.550 million on baby stake there. Well. How about that? Eh? That's pretty impressive. 155 million on baby stake. Hey, Tank Crypto's in the house. Say good day, mate. Hey, good to see you. Tank Crypto. We've got Matty Allen is live. C6 Huddle. Matty Allen is live, and Maxi Crypto Arts in the house here with the coffee. Nice. So they're very, very cool. This is going great, man. We have got this in house. Active liquidity 155 million on that one. Looking good. How are we doing for time here? Not too bad. We got the 17 minutes to go on this one. So we've got 1 billion, and we got 23 hours and 70 minutes to go, and 23 hours and 27 minutes to go. What will this end up being? Who knows? 10 more likes, it's Fat Sammy. Really? 10 more likes. We need 10 more likes. Smash the like button if you haven't. Boop, 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 boop. Smash that and definitely subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, we just hit 4,600 subscribers. And of course, heading up towards 4,700 is our next target, on the way to 5,000. But the big one I'm trying to get to is 5,555 subscribers. So that'll be a little while away, possibly, depending on how good my YouTube videos are. Until that time, we're looking for that. Now, I'm going to be doing more how-to videos too on the channel, so I look forward to that. If you haven't seen the limit order one, if you need limit orders, check that out. Yesterday I posted that as well. As if I did 4 videos yesterday, so 2 live streams and 2 pre-recordeds. Definitely check that. Right, there we are, 155 million. So what's that worth at the moment? 155, 550, 123 times point 123. We're going to take the price of Hedron at 272. So 72, that equals 72. That equals $112. Woo! $112. Let's go check what it is on the stake info, which I wasn't going to check. A bit disappointed in myself now about that. And $290,000 projected. That is based on this Pumpamentals here, $37 there. But let's have a look at the current 540 Hex, $36 at the moment. So that's already just based on the I guess the cost price is 111. So already almost 3x in price than that, almost 3x in terms of price. 21. What else there? Bluegrass says like smash. Hey, nice one, Bluegrass. Appreciate that. I start campaigning for you, says Tank Crypto. Hey, nice. I like that a lot. So we'll do the signs up there like that, something like that. Gotta be careful what sign I make on the YouTube. All right, 155 million and 1 billion on current advances there. Very cool. We got Hex price. Depends on what chart you're looking at, but we're going to jump out of the bot trade there. We've got Hex at 6.8 cents. We've got what else we got there? We've got Hedron at 720. We got Maxi at 10.9 and PLSD at $1.91, holding up pretty strong there at this stage. And we have BTC at 21,100, down slightly there. Like I say, we covered the desk cross a little while back in January. BTC trying to hold on here. This here looks like a waterfall at the moment. If we could reasonably expect BTC to pull back to its finally break away from 30. It's been here a couple of times. Back here, and mid 21, the beginning of 20, end of 2020, beginning of 21 there. And of course, could reasonably see it if it does drop down, possibly to 24 to 22. The next level, of course, is 20,000 to 17. Richard's called, I think what he called 11,000. That would be all the way down around about here. So that there. Now, how long will that play out? We can see it happen pretty dramatic. Could that be 3 months? Could that be August, September? Who knows? We'll find out. I just had the cat's doing some crazy stuff in my room. That's just the way the cat goes. The cat is crazy as well. All right, so that's happening on there. We're going to go over to what time is it here? 12:50. We're going to run up. We're going to go for another 12 minutes, folks, on the live stream. So I hope you guys are having a good time. And jump over to the timeline again. We've got waiting for Pulsechain mainnet, obviously, and the Pulse Hex snapshot as well. Obviously, waiting for the validators. There's nothing really new from Richard today. Pretty sure I checked on Richard's stuff there. Nothing really new. Let's check out. Let's check out Hedron. I've got Hedron on here. Hedron. Let's see what Hedron's got. Anything commenting on this? Oh, we've got Christos. Christos, thanks, Christos. That was cool. Definitely retweet that. Actually, I might go and retweet that on my on the Hex Token channel. That's just a viewing channel. So let's have a look here. Hex Token channel. Let's go retweet that. Let's go boom, boom, boom. Make sure we hit the right tweet there on that one. Hedron. Yeah, bam, and we're going to go. Oh, the Hedron whale bot too. I haven't checked that either, so need to do that. Let's smash that out. Bam. All right, so we retweeted that. The other thing we're going to do is the Hedron whale bot. I've got to remember what that is. Hedron whale bots. Hedron whale bot. So we're going to have a look at that. 42 minutes ago, Hedron said the first auction is live. Get your Hex stakes on sale now. Limited time only. So it had the picture up there. Now, of course, now we're up to this level as we were at the stage. That's where we were at. And so we'll give that a like. Roughly 6 hours till the first 6 hours. So they were already giving heads up. These Hex stakes, which borrowed Hedron and have not repaid. Highest bidder will receive the Hex stake. The winning bid is also permanently burnt. So that's pretty much a good summary there. So that's cool. All time. Who just types faster and faster? So that's cool. That is pretty much it from the Hedron team there. We're going to look up at the Hedron whale bot. So we'll look up the Hedron whale bot. I'm not sure if that's going to. Oh, I want to do there. Discard there. Sorry, that was the wrong one there. That was at the top here. Hedron whale bot. Bam. Am I followed that one? No, I haven't. So there we are. Follow that one. And yeah, 9 hours ago we had 20. That just gives you the details of who was selling Hedron at the time. So that's cool. All right, cool. Let us jump back. Here we are at the moment. So no change here in the Hedron, but looking pretty good. I think looking pretty good. What else there? Sam has asked. Hi, all headed to high school rewards event. We'll catch up in the morning. Hey Sam, enjoy yourself. High school rewards. That's pretty fun. Like accomplishments. Likes accomplished. Says Fat Sammy. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, we definitely got there. 64 likes. Let's see if we can get it slightly higher and smash out another 10 likes. That's for sure. And don't forget to subscribe. Chris B says, hey Superman, what's your long-term price estimate for Hex 10 years from now? I'm thinking long-term it can do another 1,000x from today's price. Yeah, I think that sounds reasonable to me. Yeah, $60. Yeah, that seems quite reasonable to me over that time frame. All right, so no change since this. We had all the excitement at the beginning. This will be, we'll probably get some interesting stuff here. Like I say, if some people had the theory of a whale, whale burning tons, trillions of Hedron to help the burn factor. Now we know that the ultimate is getting circulating supply. We actually have a lot of supply of Hedron at the moment, and I don't know if the total supply is really the issue. It's really getting that use cases, possibly staking, which is coming up for Hedron and stuff like that. But obviously, burning more is good, and maybe it just takes a little while to play out. But once again, it's really the liquid amount that we really care about, how much is actively traded, and stuff like that. So, yeah, we saw that. Yeah, it depends on the size of the community as well. The community size and the perceptions, lots of values. But I don't think just burning itself it's going to take a while to play out on the burning. So anyway, if you want to check out some of the tutorials here, I think we got on, if we go to useful links, and you haven't joined, hit the Discord link in the top there, join that. If you go to Discord links, we've got Hedron here. So we've got Hedron up at the Hex derivative products. You can claim and mint Hedron. And of course the Hedron is, you got HSI watch, we're going to track your Hedron, future Hedron too. Hedron staking is apparently coming up, so we've got the links to those, the video and the YouTube site there, the Google site if you want to learn more about Hedron staking coming up. That's going to be very positive for Hedron, so getting Hedron off the market in any way with burning or staking was always positive, but once again you just have to have more supply and demand factors as well playing out, perception being one of them. Cool. I think that was it. Was that all I was going to talk about there? I think I've got something else I want to say. Yeah, so I did a video on matcher XYZ. So I might actually post that link here if you haven't checked it out. So I did that yesterday. If you want to check out that video. So if you want kind of an instruction for people to buy and sell with limit orders on matcher. Just trying to find it here. Where did I put that? Maybe it's further down. Not that one. This one here. So this is the one I did yesterday. If you want to check that out for limit orders, that's the introduction there. We've got someone else in there. Nice recent note. Very cool as well. Actually, might post a little Hex emoji on that one. Let's go to Twitter as well. Just reposted that for Hedron. Actually, I had the Hedron emoji in here. Here it is here. I'll put the Hedron one in there. Nice. I'll definitely join up for that. Okay, cool. Let us jump away to Hedron. 200,000. 200 mil. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! 200 mil on the baby stake. 200 mil. Yes, 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 yes. 200 mil on the baby stake. Looking good. And Mark Hayes is in there. Are there any predictions on the Hedron price around 2 or 3 years out? What's that Sammy put on there? What's that Fat Sammy? I'm not sure what that is. What is that Fat Sammy? Oh yeah, that's the link to the limit order stake. Yeah, definitely checked it out. Yeah, definitely good point. So that is the video there. Fat Sammy's playing the link to the limit orders if you want to watch that. We just hit 200,000 though on this, so it's very, very cool. What else are we going to do? I'm going to be doing a few new things there. Your matcher link, yeah, I just realized that myself. Let's have a look here. So jump in there. What else we got? Some of this tonight. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to pull it out later for live stream number 2. This is live stream number 1, of course, and we've managed to cover Hedron. I'm so stoked about that. That is very, very cool. We're going to coming up on an hour and a half at the moment. We're going to quickly look on. Actually, we're going to do it from here. So if you go to useful links here, and you go to here, down the bottom here, we've got the streamers here, Pulsechain, and the Hex streamers there. And of course, if you go to Pulsechain, that's the latest site there. It's very nice. It's got all the YouTubers on there. They're upgrading the user interface all the time as well. Definitely check that out. I'm not sure where Hex Token is on here though. All the videos we're doing, why is Hex Token not all over this thing? Come on, what's going on here? So I'm not sure why we're not trending on there. But hey, that's just the way it goes. We'll probably have to talk about that less. I'm just kidding about that. We've got Hex stuff here. Yeah, so we've got Mary Ellen's gone live there. We've got who else coming up on soon? We've got Crypto Heartbeat coming up in 7 hours. The Ethereum fashion one there. Nice. All right, cool. So let's get over to Hedron. 200,000, not too bad. 200 million, I should say. 1 billion Hedron. Very cool. So that's paying up a pretty good price there for Hedron. 200, 123, 123, and of course we're going to times that by 0.0000071. Is it 7.72? So 7.2 on Hedron. 7.2. That is $144 for that baby stake at the moment. 144 times 5 for the mother stake. $720 at the moment. $720 for that one. And what did I say? Divided by 5, 144. $144 for this one at the moment. Woohoo! That's getting priced up there. That's just the way it goes. Nice. All right. And now we got other advances coming up here. We got this one here says in 1 day, so that one there's looking 1 day and 2 days. So we could have a small little flurry here of other ones coming up from the looks of it. So 773, 571. These are shorter stakes. These ones coming up. That's in 1 day. 43 B shares. We've got a few coming up here. When's our big one? Of course, these are all B shares. This is 2.6 T shares. That's in 21 days. That's our first full T share one. And that's only 90 days though, so it's only 9-day stake, so that's nothing. What else have we got there? The big one here. There's the 15-year stake. There's the big one, 26 days, 54, 55 T shares. That would be fascinating. It's only got 340 million bid at the moment on that, so that's the big one coming. look forward to that, folks. Look forward to that. Hey, 210. Woohoo! We got more. Woohoo! 210 and 1.4 billion. Man, it's crazy stuff right there. We're doing pretty well on this one. Man, I should have had Alex on the show. Alex, where are you, Alex? Come on, Alex. I should have Alex on the show. That would be crazy. Feel free to contact me, Alex, on Twitter, DM me or something like that. If you want to come on for the second live stream later today, do a nice little commentary on that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 times 0.0, 5, 6, 7, 2. So that top one, that's just a shy of, it's $993 at the moment. $993. That's basically $1,000 there at the moment. $1,000. Woohoo! $1,000 on for that one. And of course, let's go have a look at the stake info, see what that's worth. Bam. And now we've got that working current there, $362 apparently it says here. If I'm $362 projected, 1.4 million. That's pretty cheap. 1,000 against 1.4 million. That'd be pretty cheap there on that. So pretty cool. That's nice. How do you find the liquidation browser? Says KX. Oh, that's okay. It's nice and simple. I prefer simple. If that's what you mean, if you're getting it. I could have a few more. I do like help buttons where they have little help buttons and little definitions, little contextual stuff. I do prefer those myself. But otherwise, it's quite pretty easy to use. Just trying to think here. Actions. That's obvious. Current bid. That's obvious. Time remaining. Obvious. Days served. Obvious. So this one here is pretty obvious. This one here was a little bit. I didn't know really. Apart from the days there, it's not completely obvious. The rest of it's obvious. Just the action there would have been a bit nice to have something there possibly. There's no dark mode. No dark mode on it. Cash says, how long don't you think the bear market lasts? Cheers. Well, it depends on. Is it going to take a couple of months to fall down to a full correction? Hard to say. But typically they tend. I think that the bear market's going to last longer. Be shorter, sorry. But that just depends on what people are doing with the financial system on a bigger scale. KHEX, click the browser liquidations button at the top. Click the browser liquidations button at the top. So I'm not sure which one you're referring to. I'm not sure which one you're referring to there. Sorry, Synergy, I'm not sure what you mean. Yes, $1,000. We're sitting at $1,000 there at the moment. Woohoo! That's pretty good. Bob Wells in house. Hey gang, good to see you. Initially, that's how you see the window of liquidations. Sorry, I was replying to someone else in chat. Oh, it's all good, Synergy. This will be a shorter bear market for crypto in last few times, in my opinion, but black swan macro events can change that. That's exactly the way I see it. So I agree with that, Sammy, 100% on that. So we click out of here. If you want to see liquidations on Hedron, I'll post the link in the video description there if you haven't already got it. But that's the link to Hedron. Bam, bam. And you just hit the browse liquidations and then you'll see the values there. So that's cool. Hey, what time is it now? So 1:05. So we're going to wrap up here. I will be back on a second live stream. There's an hour and 33 minutes. And okay, we've pretty much got, I think we've got all the time there. Yeah, we've covered the first hour of the liquidation. So that's cool. That was probably the most important one there. I know we've got 8 minutes to go on the second one, but I think that was probably the key one there. Pretty much $1,000 on that. So that's pretty cool. We'll see where it heads up. I think people we could see some fun and games on this too as well. And depends on how people price the future. And then anything past that, you might see some fun and games potentially. That'd be interesting. Maybe just says, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I got some Hedron, so maybe look at a small one, a T-shares maybe, says Bob. Nice. TTYL says KD, you're welcome. See you all soon, says Bob Wells. Absolutely. and I'll see you guys for the second live stream later today. I will be working on some other pre-recorded videos, so that's going to be fun. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. I do appreciate your support. And where do we get to on the likes? Let me just jump over to the likes there. Actually, I'm miles away. I think we did probably fine. All right, you take care of it now. Don't forget to smash out the emojis on the way out. I actually haven't got the video up at the moment. I actually closed it down. But if you're a Hex Token channel, remember, smash out the emojis on the way out. Definitely hit the like button. And I'll get see you out seeing for the live stream too. Probably in about 4 hours time or so, maybe 4.5 hours, somewhere in that ballpark. All right, bye for now. Take care.